Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to continue off of last video and discuss more lower body exercises that you can do at home. Last video we did squat variations, and this time we'll cover other exercises that mainly work other muscle groups, such as the hamstrings. The first set of exercises we're going to talk about are lunges. We're going to cover three types of lunges in this video. The first type is the standard forward lunge, as it is the most common type of lunge. The way you perform a forward lunge is step forward with one leg and lower your body to the ground. A 90-degree angle should form with your leading leg and your rear leg. Remember to maintain a straight torso and an engaged core as well. Then push yourself up with your front leg. Some important things to note is to never let your knees go past your toes in this exercise, and your rear knee should just be barely off the ground at the bottom phase. The lunge recruits mainly three muscles: the quadriceps, the hamstrings, and glutes. These muscles lengthen during the eccentric phase as you lower to the ground, and then they contract during the concentric phase to return your body back to the starting position. It is important to point out that the lunge should also not be done quickly, especially the lowering of the body has to be slowed and controlled. The lunge is also a unilateral exercise, which means it only trains one side of the body, so make sure to incorporate sets to target each leg in your workouts. The next variation we're going to discuss are walking lunges. Walking lunges are the same as forward lunges, but instead of the front leg moving backwards, the rear leg actually moves forward, and the front leg then stays in place. The rear leg then becomes the new leading leg, and you repeat the same process, alternating between both legs. Walking lunges are a good way to train both legs equally, as lunges are a unilateral exercise and you're alternating between both of them during walking lunges. Walking lunges are more preferable for most people as it adds some sort of dynamic to the exercise and doesn't make it seem so repetitive. The final variation of the lunge we're going to discuss are explosive lunges. Explosive lunges are basically the same as a standard lunge, but instead of slowly lowering yourself both up and down, you're rising like you're about to jump, hence the name showing similarities to the explosive squats. You can do explosive lunges in one of two ways. One is just to do it in place and not switch legs and also not jump, and another alternative is to jump and then switch legs in midair. I would recommend starting off first with the grounded version, then moving on to the jumping variation, because jumping lunges require a lot of knee power and flexibility. The third exercise I'm going to share is the Nordic Curl. The Nordic Curl is an extremely difficult and advanced exercise. Popularized by NFL player Tyreek Hill, also nicknamed the Cheetah, it has become a staple in leg workouts. What's good about this exercise is that it is a full body weight exercise, meaning you can do this at home as well. The way you perform this exercise is to put your feet under something and then slowly lower yourself downwards. Chances are you won't be able to get all that far down before you can't hold yourself at that angle, so I would recommend using your hands to break your fall. Keep in mind that you should be aiming for a straight body with a contracted midsection and glutes, with the main bending point of the exercise purely at your knees and not at your hips. The lowering down motion is the eccentric phase of the exercise. The way before the concentric phase is to lay flat on the ground and bend your knees until you're upright and your knees are at a 90-degree angle. Because it is a very advanced exercise, you'll probably not be able to do this the first try. So I would recommend using your hands in a push-up like fashion to push yourself up just for a tiny bit, so that the exercise is less demanding and manageable. Your strength should also be coming from your feet trying to pull yourself backwards in both phases. The main muscles worked in this exercise is the hamstrings, as they lengthen during the eccentric phase and contract during the concentric phase. The weighted version of this exercise is the standard leg curl. Likewise, the Nordic curl is an extremely good exercise for building hamstring strength, which improves jump ability and sprinting. The only muscle group we haven't covered is the calves. Obviously, there is a standard calf raise, but I'm going to introduce a rather rare exercise called donkey calf raises. Donkey calf raises are the standard calf raises, but instead of standing up straight and maintaining a straight torso, your torso leans forward, stretching your hamstrings and calves. This is a better alternative to the regular calf raise, because this makes the calves go through a fuller range of motion, as it goes from full stretch when the heels are touching the ground to full contraction when you're at your peak. Some things to note is to keep your legs straight. I just like to flex them throughout the entire exercise, and also to perform with a slow and controlled motion. One of the major problems with calf exercises is that when you do it too fast, you actually end up training and putting the majority of the load on the Achilles tendon, not the actual calf. Look to slowly go up and contract hard at the calf's peak then slowly rise back down. To further extend the range of motion, you can also stack some books right below your feet and make it so that your heels go below your toes and slant downwards, stretching your calves even more. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned something and can incorporate these lower body exercises into your own workouts.